Good day children, welcome to part 3 video on lesson 12 Air, Water and Weather. In our previous video, we saw about the sea breeze and land breeze, also evaporation and condensation. The process of condensation and evaporation can be seen in nature in the form of the water cycle. Water from the rivers, lakes and oceans evaporates due to the heat of the sun. Water vapor rises as it goes higher up in the sky. It cools down, that is, it condenses into tiny drops of water. Millions of such tiny drops of water stick together to form clouds. When clouds pass through cooler air, they get cooled further. The water drops become bigger and heavier. When they become heavier, they fall down on the earth as rain. This process is called as precipitation. The water falling on land collects in rivers and lakes, soil and porous layers of rock, and much of it flows back into the oceans where it will once more evaporate. This cycle keeps repeating itself. This repeated change of state of water from water to water vapor and then back to water is called the water cycle. That is, the process of evaporation, condensation, precipitation and runoff takes place continuously in nature, and this forms the water cycle. What is water purification? Water purification is the transition of dirty, harmful or contaminated water into clean, safe drinking water. We purify water to get rid of contaminants or pollutants that can be harmful to our earth. We should drink only clean water. Dirty water can make us fall ill. Water from taps can be dirty and impure. Thus, water used for drinking and cooking needs to be purified. How can we purify water? Water can be purified by boiling, sedimentation and decantation, filtration or chlorination. Boiling. Boiling is the simplest way to kill the germs found in water. We should bring water to a rolling boil for a minute to kill the germs present in it. By the time water starts to get hot enough to boil, most of the germs in it die. Boiling does not, however, remove dirt present in water. Boiling water should be stored in clean and covered pots or bottles. Sedimentation and decantation is another method of purifying water. The process in which the insoluble impurities like the dust settle down at the bottom of the container is called sedimentation. The process in which the water is gently poured out after sedimentation is called decantation. The decanted water may still have a lot of impurities. Decanted water is still not safe for drinking as it does not kill the germs present in it. It just removes the visible impurities. Filtration. Filtration is the process of removing insoluble impurities present in water using a filter like a thin cloth, a strainer or a filter paper. You must have seen your mother straining tea leaves using a strainer. Nowadays, water purifiers with filters that are more efficient to remove the chemicals and contaminants such as pesticides and various microorganisms are available. So, this is a glimpse of sedimentation, decantation and filtration together. First, the sediments are allowed to settle. Once the sediments are settled, the upper clear water is transferred to another container. That process is called as Decantation. Now, the decanted water may still contain some impurities, which is removed by the process of filtration. This is done using a strainer. Now you get filtered, purified water, which is safe for drinking and cooking. But it is always safe to boil this filtered water to remove all the germs present in it. The last but not the least method of purification is chlorination. It is the process of adding a measured amount of chlorine to water to disinfect it and also to kill the germs. Chlorine helps to reduce the disagreeable taste and odors in water. Chlorine is readily available as tablets these days. Moving on to uses of water. Water is useful to us in many ways. For example, we need water for drinking and cooking. We also need water for swimming, bathing, growing plants, washing, for transport purposes, and for obtaining energy such as electrical energy, which is called as hydroelectricity. Over the years, factors like rising population, growth in industrialization, and need for more agriculture have pushed up the demand for water. This natural resource is becoming scarce. Therefore, it is very important to conserve water in every possible way we can. With this, we are completing this lesson, and let's have a short recap of what we learned in this lesson. What is weather? What is the sun's role in determining the weather of a place? What is land breeze and sea breeze? What are the different states of water and water cycle? What are the methods of purifying water and uses of water? Let's meet with another interesting topic in our next video. Till then, bye children. Thank you.